I'm not gonna lie. I am totally wearing sweatpants and a nice shirt. I gotta get some tea. Welcome! So today I'm going to be talking about my experience and how I deal with having migraines. I've been having migraines since I was a freshman in high school, and I've always had headaches. I just wanted to share these tips and tricks that I've learned in the years that I've had them on how to help in controlling them, how to live with them, and how to go about your daily life. I know it's hard, it's a condition, and people don't understand how hard it can be to have migraines. I wanted to let you guys know that you aren't alone, and having migraines is hard. So here are some tips that I've learned throughout the years that I've had them on how to live with them. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and make sure to like this video. I'm also gonna film an everyday makeup tutorial, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And let's just get right into it. So the first tip that I have is always have a ice pack in your freezer. I love having ice packs around whenever I have a migraine. So I can put it on the back of my neck because that's where I get my migraines. I get my migraines in the back of my neck and in my head and in my left eye. Number two, it kind of goes along with the first one, is that you need to know the signs. If you have signs that can tell you when you're going to get a migraine, and also see if you can figure out where you get your migraines. As I mentioned a little bit ago, I get my migraines in the back of my neck, back of my head, and in my left eye. So when I use the ice packs, I like to put it on my left eye. Usually I just kind of lay in my bed and I put it right here. Number three, I always lay in a dark and cold room. I can't stand to be in a place where it's hot and I'm sweating and I'm uncomfortable, and any sort of light or sound always makes my migraine 10 times worse. So I try to lay in a cold and dark room with the ice pack on, and I let that sit there for 30 minutes, and then I slowly get up to see if that had helped me at all. Number four, I try not to take too many medications, but I do have medications on hand in case it will not go away. My doctor has prescribed me Fiorinol with codeine, which has butalbital, APAC, which is acetaminophen or Tylenol, caffeine, and codeine. But if just taking plain Tylenol or ibuprofen works for you, go ahead and try that first. But always talk to your doctor before you take anything to see what they think would be best for you. Number five, I notice that if I don't eat enough, or I miss a meal, or that I'm not eating healthy enough, that I start to get a migraine. So I always try and eat or have little snacks with me throughout the day. Number six, I love using essential oils. I haven't been a giant fan of them, but it definitely helps with my migraines. Peppermint essential oil is probably my favorite. Peppermint helps to vasodilate all of the nerves that are in your head, so it helps take the migraine away, or at least decrease the pain. Another thing I like to do is when I go out to restaurants, I always try and get the little mints, the little like Starlight mints that are like red and white. Those things are the best to eat also whenever you have a migraine. Another thing I do is whenever I feel a migraine coming on and I'm at work, I take my water. I'll have my water in my cup and I'll put a few drops of peppermint oil in there, and I can tell that it immediately starts helping my headache. Number seven, if I start to realize that after doing all these things my migraine isn't going away, I do have an injection that I use that I got from my doctor. It is called sumatriptan. Basically, I just give it myself in my thigh or in my stomach. and it'll help, again, vasodilate or vasoconstrict the blood vessels in my neck to help make the migraine go away. I try not to use the injection that often, only because it is such a harsh medicine. I try not to use it as often. Number 8, and the last one I have, is that I actually got a piercing called a date piercing. This one right here. I got the date piercing because it is a Chinese acupressure point, and I've heard several people after they get the date piercing that their migraines start to go away. I've had my date piercing for about a year now. It is finally healed up. It started to help for the first 6 months that I had it, but now I'm starting to realize that my migraines are coming back. So I don't know if this is the best long-term option. Everyone is different, so maybe it will work for you and maybe it won't work for you, but you won't know until you try. Alright, that's all the tips I have for living with migraines. If you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and like before you leave, and then comment below if you have any video ideas that you'd like me to do. Bye, my loves.